Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Law Educatum. This is Biology first year, chapter number 1, Introduction. Topic is Levels of Biological Organization. Hundreds of chemical reactions are involved in maintaining life of even the simplest organisms. In view of this, it is something of surprise to find that 92 naturally occurring chemical elements, only 16 are commonly used in forming the chemical compounds from which living organisms are made. These 16 elements and a few others which occur in a particular organisms are called bioelements. So, as in living organisms, even they are of simplest organism, there are hundreds of chemical reactions occurring in their bodies. And it is a very surprising that out of 92 naturally occurring elements, only 16 are bioelements. Bioelements are those elements which are present in the living organisms. In the human body, only 6 bioelements occur for 99% of the total mass. So when we talk about the human body, only 6 bioelements, that are carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur and phosphorus. They made 99% of the total mass of the body of living organisms. Here we can see the 6 common bioelements account for 99% of the total body mass. Oxygen forms 65%, carbon 18%, hydrogen 10%, nitrogen 3%, calcium 2% and phosphorus 1%. Other bioelements include about 1%. In those elements, potassium is 0.35%, sulfur is 0.25%, chlorine 0.15%, sodium 0.15%, magnesium 0.05%, iron 0.004%, copper trace, it means in very small amount, manganese trace, zinc trace and iodine trace. The fact that the same 16 chemical elements occur in all living organisms and the fact that their properties differ from those in the non-living world shows that bioelements have special properties which make them particularly appropriate as basis for life. So it means that these 16 elements which make the living things have special properties which are appropriate for the life. Biological organization is not simple, it is high degree of complexity because of which the living organisms are able to carry out a number of processes, from which some are very complicated and which distinguish or differentiate them from the non-living things. A living thing has built-in regulatory mechanisms which interact with the environment to sustain its structural and functional integrity. So, a living thing is composed of highly structured living substance that is known as protoplasm. In order to understand the various phenomena of life, biologists for their convenience study the biological organism at different stages or level of organization. Starting from the very basic, that is subatomic particle and atomic particles, to the organism level, and beyond which the study of community, population and entire world are included. So biological organization can be divided into the following levels. These are the different levels of organization, starting from the complex to the simple. Most complex is the biosphere, that part of earth inhabited by living organisms including both the living and the non-living components. So biosphere include the part of the earth where living organisms are present, and it includes both the living and non-living part. Next is ecosystem, a community together with its non-living surrounding. Community means all the different types of living organisms and their non-living surrounding of an area, that is called ecosystem. Community, two or more populations of different species living and interacting in the same area. So two or more types of populations that are living in an area that different populations are known as the community. Next level is population level. The members of one species inhabiting the same area. It includes one species that is present in some area. For example, the population of antelope, the population of mouse, or population of human beings. Next is species. Species is very similar, potentially interbreeding organisms. These are organisms which are very similar to each other in every aspect, and they can interbreed with each other. They are known as species. Then there is multicellular organism. An individual living thing composed of many cells is known as multicellular organisms. So the organism is then further level is organ system. Here two or more organs working together in the execution of a specific body function. So same type of organism which are performing specific function, they work together for the execution or for the performance of a specific body function, that is known as organ system. Organ are the structure normally composed of several tissues types that forms a functional unit. So in an organ is a structural unit which consists of different types of tissues. That types of tissues which are performing same functions, they form a organ. For example, heart, brain, etc. Next level is the tissue level. A group of similar cells that perform a specific function is known as tissues. There are different types of tissues in living things, in plants and animals. Epithelial tissues, ground tissues. In plants and animals, there are nervous tissues and muscular tissues. Cell is the unit of life. Example of cell is nerve cell. Then the organelle level, a structure within a cell that performs a specific function is known as organelle. There are different organelles, for example, mitochondria, nucleus, chloroplast, vacuole, ribosomes, etc. They perform their specific function. For example, mitochondria perform cellular respiration and ribosomes perform protein synthesis. Micromolecules and macromolecules. Now a combination of atoms is known as molecules. There are two types of molecules, that are micromolecules and macromolecules. The molecules with higher molecular weight are known as macromolecule, and molecules with low molecular weight is known as micromolecule. Examples are water, glucose, DNA, etc. Next level is atom or atomic level. This is the smallest particle of an element that retains the properties of that element. Atom of hydrogen, atom of carbon, nitrogen, oxygen. Last level is the subatomic particles that make up an atom. These atomic particles are protons, neutrons, and electrons. So starting from lower level to higher level, subatomic particles make up atoms. Atoms combine to form molecules. Molecules combine to form organelle. Organelles combine to form cell. Cell combine to form tissues. Tissues form organs. Organs form organ system. Organ system form organisms. Same type of organism are known as organism form species. Same type of species form population. Different populations combine to form community. Different community and the non-living thing surrounding is known as ecosystem, and different ecosystem combines to form biosphere level. So thank you.